today is the 26th meeting in the series between Washington and San Francisco. It began in 1952. 49ers lead with 16 wins against 8 losses and a tie. Cooley lines up as a wing on the left. Royal, another tight end, lines up as a wing on the right. A receiver wide to each side. Portis in the backfield. Two-step drop. Pass to the right sideline. Caught by Gardner, who gets away from the defender and moves downfield to the 15-yard line. Royal, a tight end on the right, and so is a second tight end as well. And Portis in the backfield. Fake to Portis. Fake end around. Pass to the right sideline. Receivers at the 5. Catches it. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Robert Royal, the tight end. Just barely into the right corner of the end zone across the line. Hit by Tony Parrish, but not enough to keep him from scoring. 12-yard touchdown play.
Robert Royal has not gotten into the action much this year. He's only had 5 catches prior to that one. That's his first touchdown of the year.
Out to the right side, Cedric Wilson. And Dorsey with the 3-step drop throws again to the right sideline. Caught by Wilson at the 40. He's down the right sideline and pushed out at the 35-yard line by Walt Harris. Receivers to the left and right, 2 to the left side. Dorsey a short drop. Pass to the right sideline. Caught by Lloyd at the 20. He's down the sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Hicks remains in the backfield. Dorsey a 3-step drop. He looks for the end zone. He's got his man and it's caught. Touchdown, Brandon Lloyd. Deep in the end zone, a yard from the end line, and the coverage just couldn't get there by Sean Taylor, the rookie safety.
Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator, loves to blitz. He did it again, but he went back to the well on the same play that was picked up before. I'm not sure it was such a great call.
Plus a little overtime last week, of course. Dorsey back to throw after a play fake. He throws way down the left sideline, and this one might be picked, and it is. He's picked off at the 20-yard line, bringing it back up on the left side to the 40 and out to the 45. And the Niners, lateral, but is it a forward lateral? Maybe not. Up the left sideline, the Redskins still have the ball. Heading down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5, and into the end zone. It is a touchdown for the Redskins. Lamar Marshall taking a handoff from Sean Taylor. But a question mark, was there any indication that that might have been a forward lateral?
The runner handed the ball forward from the 41 to the 46. The ball would be placed on a 5-yard penalty back to the 41.
Gardner in motion to the left side outside Lavernius Coles. Wing on the right side. 5-step drop this time by Ramsey. Ramsey throws. He's got a receiver in the left flat who catches it near the first down marker at the 37-yard line. He's tackled and pushed backward by Carpenter. Here's a 49-yard field goal attempt by Jeff Chandler from the left hash mark. The kick is up. Is it long enough? He got it just over the top of the crossbar.
Why couldn't he do that for the 49ers?
Where was that when we needed you? Receiver in motion to the left side is Gardner, where already they've got Coles. Back to throw. Ramsey, 3-stepper. Goes way down the left sideline. A whole bunch of people out there, but it is caught. A sensational diving catch by Gardner, and he'll have a 1st and goal at about the 5. Coverage by Spencer. Carpenter was there as well. And there were 2 men in the area to receive for the Redskins, and they made it work. Coles was down there also. Sensational play of 37 yards. They're going to mark it at the 3, 1st and goal. Already 10-7 in favor of Washington. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. And it is good. So the Redskins open up a 13-7 lead. Easily in the eye with Hicks and 2 receivers out to the left with Brandon Lloyd out to the right. After a play fake, Dorsey steps back to throw and is hit as he throws, and it's going to be an easy interception. Redskins bring it back down to the 30, down to the 25, down to the 20, down to the 10, and a great return, setting them up beautifully with maybe a 1st and goal for Ron Warner. He gets just inside the 10-yard line, a backup defensive end out of Kansas, and he makes a easy interception because Dorsey was hit just as he threw the ball. Jeff Chandler going for his 3rd field goal of the day. This is a 20-yarder. Here's the kick. And it's no more than an extra point, and it's up and good. So the Redskins, with 2 big turnovers, but only get 6 points out of it, that could turn out to be very critical before this game is over. They blocked the ball. The ball is blocked into the end zone and kicked out of the end zone by the punter on a terrific effort by Keith Lewis. Keith Lewis blocks the ball, and it goes out of the end zone intentionally, by the way, by the punter on that one. Tom Chupik, Gary said earlier, he'd had 2 blocks. Chupik did that because he knew that if he didn't land on the ball, it could have been a touchdown. Ken Dorsey over center, 4-man front for the Redskins. No linebacker push. Pass to the left sideline, caught by Maurice Hicks. Runs through a defender and he gets down to the 35. So it's third down from the 24-yard line. Dorsey straight back to throw. Steps up, throws across the middle. Another pick. Taken by the Redskins and brought back to the 40, the 45. This could be big trouble. Down to the 30, all the way downfield. Antonio Pierce. He's 10, 5, touchdown for Washington. The ball game has just taken a devastating turn for San Francisco. 78-yard interception return for the Redskins, where the Niners were in position, even if they throw an incompletion there, would have had a field goal. Scott Gregg standing back at the 30-yard line, hands on hips, saying, "You got to be kidding." What a devastating play in this football game. Brandon Lloyd and Cedric Wilson will start out as receivers out to the right. The ball's at the 14-yard line. And Wilson now goes in motion to the left. The running back is Hicks. He takes the handoff over left tackle, gets to the 20, gets to the 25, up the sideline. He's still in bounds, and he's knocked out of bounds until he gets all the way out to the 39 around left end. Over center, Ramsey takes the snap, hands it off to Portis. Portis bursts up the middle. He's to the 50. He's across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Ramsey with a fake handoff rolls to his left. He wants to throw to an open man all alone at the 18-yard line. Bringing it up the left sideline down to the 4 is Gardner. First and goal might be officially at the 4. Handoff goes to Portis. Portis wanted to sweep to the left. Now he comes back the other way, and Albrecht drops him for a big loss at the 16-yard line. 26-yarder by Chandler from the left hash mark. Kick is up. He got it. Chandler is perfect today, and boy, you don't think he enjoys this? Wow. San Francisco's got to get him to go 3 and out a couple of times, give the offense any chance. Ramsey with a fake handoff. He gets hit by Engelberger, then he gets hit by Parrish, and he's dropped for a big loss back to his 38-yard line. Redskins will be very happy to just run the rest of the day. Keep the clock going, but they need a first down. Gardner out to the right, back to throw. 3-step drop, pass left sideline. Defender falls down. Shante Spencer. Ball is caught by Lavernius Coles at the 41 of San Francisco. He's finally pulled down there. Ramsey over center with Portis in the backfield. They give it to Portis. Portis follows over left tackle. Gets some big yardage. Fumbles the ball. A dive for it. San Francisco seems to have it covered, but it came loose again. Let's see who comes up with it at the 34-yard line of San Francisco along the Redskins sideline.
Yeah, Tony Parrish had a shot at it, but it's just a scrum going on down there right now. You can still see people trying to pull bodies off, and it is the 49ers.
At the 44-yard line, Dorsey to throw. He goes to the right sideline. He's got Cedric Wilson free at the 30. Does a spin move. Gets down to the 27, down to the 26 before he's brought down on the play by several men led by Walt Harris and Antonio Pierce. And they are at the 11-yard line. Dorsey in the shotgun. Throws off his back foot to the end zone. It is caught as he inbounds. No. Curtis Conway caught it 2 yards deep in the end zone, but apparently was stepping out as he caught the ball. The coverage on the play was by Walt Harris.
That looks like it should be challenged. I mean, he's got both feet in bounds. That is a touchdown, and the flag has just been thrown out active for any game.
After reviewing the play, the receiver caught the pass, was able to get both feet in bounds. It's a touchdown. San Francisco will not be charged with a timeout, and they are granted an additional replay.
26-yard, 27-yard line. One man to block for him, Hicks. Waits around. He's going to take a sack, and he hasn't had to face, although he's been pressured all day, he's rarely been sacked, but they get a big one here. San Francisco has no more timeouts left, so this is the ball game in many ways. Dorsey takes the snap, throws deep middle, and it is intercepted. At the 47-yard line of San Francisco, Dorsey throws his 4th interception of the day to Walt Harris on a pass intended for Curtis Conway. And now Washington will simply run out the clock with 2.5 minutes remaining. Washington Redskins beat San Francisco 26-16. So what really is a deceptive score, because it was such an even game except for the turnovers, the Niners are going to take a 10-point loss.